well, good morning, good evening or good afternoon, whatever time this gets uploaded. This is going to be episode 3 of Tex's Garage. You know who I am now because it's only going to be me, him and my dad watching. So you know who I am.
I probably won't even watch it, to be fair.
Nah, boring. Alright, well today we are going to be working on replacing the heater motor, and I'm going to be replacing the steering rag joint. That was the only thing I noticed when driving it home, apart from the engine knocking on heaven's door, that the steering was a bit loose. I've checked all of the links and suspension and stuff like that, all the steering components, and that's the only thing that's got a massive amount of play in it. The bushing's completely gone. So we're going to do that, and then once we're done with that, we're going to start stripping the cylinder heads. So stick around, it's going to be really exciting, isn't it?
So exciting.
So exciting.
So exciting.
So Matt has made a wonderful discovery that the reservoir for the rad is just full of sludge. It's absolutely full of sludge. I'm going to grab a set of pliers.
I guess a head gasket's gone at some point. Maybe more than once.
Yeah, maybe.
And why would you bother, cleaning out the rad or the reservoir?
Yeah, who needs engines to stay cool, right? We're getting surgical. Oh, shit. Here we go. I want to show the audience this one. Nothing but antifreeze was ever put in this engine. That someone did a poo. So yeah, the bottom of that is just full. You probably won't be able to see it on camera, but the bottom of that is just full of sludge. So that's going to need a nice good clean out. Yeah, delicious. To be fair, don't smell oily, but if they do if you put straight water in a rad, it will turn rusty. But yeah, lovely. All right, well, we'll get the jet wash out later then. Nice. Oh, right. That's the problem with Matt. He can never be serious. Yeah, it don't look too bad to come undone, to be fair. I think the best thing that you're supposed to do, I mean, from what I can see, is you would split it in two halves anyway, and then you would bring the coupler together in the car.
Yeah.
You would sort of move that, slide that back.
When I've seen people do it,
yeah,
they've said sometimes you can do it without moving anything, but sometimes if it's tight, you have to move the column or this
undo this and slide it back.
Or the steering box itself.
Really?
Yeah.
So, a little thing that I've got to bring into this video. I've got a friend at work, and I'm going to add this clip in, so you've been warned, Jim. I've got a mate at work, and I've never met anyone quite like Jim, because we all hate going to work. I've never met a bloke that hates work as much as him. And he was really, really enthusiastic about fixing this old Corvette up. So I'm going to show you a video. I'm going to show you a little clip of just how nice he can be and how enthusiastic he can be as a friend. That was my face when it was like dong, 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 dong.
All it needed was a wiper blade, Mr. Louis.
And now
it's fiberglass scrap.
Oh, right. Right.
He's just bitter because he owns a Rover P6.
He could well be. Because he hasn't got a smogged up 4 horsepower to the crank Corvette. It's true. Everyone says that. Alright, so a little update for anyone that didn't notice. There was a little hornet's nest, or wasp nest, and I just went in there and hit it. It was, for any of you animal lovers, which I am as well. I love animals as well. It had nothing in it. It was just a big mound of hexagonal shape or honeycomb. There's actually a safety feature that I've plugged on this. We've done it off camera. So for anyone, little update, we've got all the heater core back in. We've done all that. But we sorted out there's on old GM cars from the 70s. They got a silly, for automatics, like a key lock. They did it with a link. They did it with a cable where you can't turn the key if it's not in park or neutral. The problem with that is if it breaks while you're driving it, you won't be able to turn the car off while it's running. So we took that off completely. We took that system out completely. It's a really rubbish design. Well, if these are not the longest, these are the most awkward bolts to get to, the longest threads, and you can only turn them an eighth at a time. Oh yes, right. Here, modern rubbish. Here we've got a 40-year-old battery charger here, and neither of them would work with the modern one. Get out of the way. There you go. Didn't need that nut, it's fine.
Bit of welding going on here.
Nearly caused a fire. There you go, see?
Especially since...
Yeah, well, we don't worry about that. We don't worry about that. But look, there you go. Modern rubbish, don't do no... Take that away.
That wasn't it.
Well, I don't care what that is. It looks the same. It's orange and plastic. Right. Yeah, no. All right, well, okay, so now we've done that. Absolute debacle getting this off. This was an absolute nightmare. Hello. There was an absolute nightmare getting this off. So, basically on these you have these really good pieces, and they was designed to never be taken apart. So what we're going to do is angle grind them off, and with the rebuild kit, because the bushing, I don't know if you noticed, but I mean, there was no point replacing it, because that looks just like that. No point replacing it. We're just doing it because we have nothing else to do. So we're going to cut them off. We've got the rebuild kit with all the new hardware, and we're going to get on with that. Let's get it done. A welding mask and goggles. Don't you feel I look good?
Smash it.
Thanks, mate. Cannot see anything. All right. Noise alert. Would help if it was on. Would help if it was in the device properly as well. Whoa. Whoa. So we've got the bushing out, but this is really thin. I don't like this. That's really thin. I think what I might do, if we're going to carry on using this, I think I might weld a few tacks in there, just to make it a bit stronger if we're going to reuse this. Because I mean, it states that you cut these apart, and then you put this bushing in, which is very feasible. It's very doable, but I don't like the way that this was just this bit's very thin. I don't like these parts here. And it's a bit, you can move it quite easy. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it in place, and then I'm just going to weld some tacks just in these little bits here, just to strengthen it up a little bit. And I will bring you back when we've done all of that. All right, so we got all them bits drilled out that we needed. We got them bits sorted, absolute debauchery. You can't see it from here, but it was an absolute mare. Basically, these are supposed to be rebuilt, but you have to drill out all the old rivets because they wasn't designed to come apart. That made it harder to pull the whole lot off. So now it should be an easier setup to put it all back together. So he says. Right, here we go. While I'm doing that, Matt has been decoding the heads. Unfortunately, it wasn't the high compression big block Chevy he thought it was. So, I don't think we will be seeing him for the rest of the video. He's absolutely having a sulk. Yep, he's gutted that really badly orange painted cut engine was not the big block Chevy with 14-to-1 compression that he thought it was going to have at 900 horsepower. Or something, or you know, whatever, something along them lines. Alright, so we found the issue. The steering rack or column had gone up too far when trying to separate it. So all I did was I put a long bolt to bolt it together, and then I just started winding it up, and it brought the column back down. So I'm just going to do it a little bit more, and then we should be able to insert the bushing and all the other bits and pieces to get it done. The long, awkward bit of doing this. Are you okay, mate? Is it because you found out it's not the big block that you wanted it to be?
No, I'm trying to work out what they're saying about this.
Mate, I've done it. I've done it. Where you been? Oh, bless. My little search engine. I've done it. I've done it. All I did was just put a bolt down there.
Sick boy.
Are you error 404 in? Boom. Buffering. Matt is buffering. All right. So the new linkage has been fitted. Now the bolts are a bit long. We're going to trim them, but it was just a demo fit to see, and the steering is almost instantaneous. Matt, would you be so kind to just turn the wheel so that we can show all 5 of these lovely people? 6 actually. I got a new subscriber. Oh, okay. No need to go that mad. No need to go that mad. Slowly to the left. Instantaneous. Fantastic. Lost 2 gallons of antifreeze on the way. Antifreeze? We lost 2 gallons of power steering fluid because Matt was very, very impatient, wasn't you? No need to be so impatient. Well, that's another job done. Heads next. We're going to put them on the bench for a leak down test, and we're going to leave them overnight to see what's happened. Cool. Happy, Matt? Alright, so the heater is now in. What we've done is we've got a really high-tech setup of Matt the Stuntman with 2 wires running off of the ancient battery charger, because when a engine comes out of an old American car, I don't know if it's like it for most other cars, but you will not be able to get power because it needs the alternator, it needs the engine as a earth. You're right there, Matt. You look really comfortable. Yeah. You look really comfortable. Right, so we're ready to go. Go. So we are now testing the heater. Yeah, I can feel. You're not going to feel a lot because of the vacuums are not connected when the engine has to run. So you won't feel a lot. So yeah, you can't see that, but the heater is in and working. Success! Matt, what are you doing now?
Can we reuse these? Because I don't want to spend any money.
Yeah, why not? They look almost new anyway. That'll save you £5. Alright, so we're back now, and we're now going to be testing, see if the valves leak at all. So, the way that we're going to do it is we're going to put the,
Put the cylinder heads.
Yeah. Right, we've put the cylinder heads upside down. I'm just going to pour a little bit of petrol in, and we're going to see if they leak, basically. Ruined. Ruined. My enthusiasm isn't very high. We just wasted 11 minutes of my life and his trying to do this a slightly different way. Nothing but enthusiasm here.
Having so much fun.
So much fun. That was full. That was full. Not Blue Peter. How's a yaw doing, Matt?
Can't see any difference yet.
No, not really. Put your hand underneath. See if you can feel any wet.
I mean, it should be coming out. It's exhaust. You should be out. Here,
Yeah, they should be weeping out of the
out of
intake,
the
and the yeah,
exhaust.
the intake and the exhaust.
So the intake.
You just put your fingers like that.
No, I know. I was just seeing if they're dry from, but visually dry as well, because they don't look like soaked.
My one's a bit wet. Yeah,
What,
my
intake or exhaust?
yeah my what are these? My intake, my exhaust ones are a bit. No, sorry, my intake ones are a bit wet.
No, that's exhaust.
No, that's intake.
Oh yes.
Yeah, because the rocker arms go back here. So
No, that's exhaust. I promise you, that's exhaust. But the spark plug's going in there. It's because mine's the other way around.
fucking hell, you was right. Right, well, two of my intake ones are wet anyway.
Exhaust.
Yeah.
They're exhaust.
You're right. Two of my exhaust ones are leaking. Why are you laughing?
Because I'm horrible.
That's kind of nasty.
I'm a nasty person.
Right, okay, well now we found that
Funny
out.
enough, I don't think my exhausts are,
Intake.
but I feel like possibly I can't see.
Turn it round.
Have a look at the intake first. Yeah, the intake looks pretty.
So my intake's a bit wet. Yeah, most of my intake ones are wet, to be fair. The middle one's dry.
So that looks like a little bit there. And the rest look pretty dry.
Alright, cool.
Can you see from that side? I think it's just that one there, but
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it does look that way. Yeah, there's a bit of weepage. Yeah, there is a bit of weepage. Alright, cool.
We might as well give them all a little
Yeah, that's what I said.
grind then.
You what?
So it's
What can we be doing?
grinding.
So what are you going to have been doing?
I've been grinding.
Nice, cool. Alright, cool. Well, that settles that then. So, we've got a few...
Not much, but a little bit, yeah.
I was talking. That was rude.
Sorry, mate.
That was rude. Why'd you do that to me? Are you trying to mug me up in front of my dad? Because he's the only one that watches.
No.
Oh, okay. Alright. Well, that's going to conclude episode 3. So in the next episode, you will see us stripping these down and recutting the seats and probably all sorts of other interesting stuff.
And grinding.
Lots of grinding of valve seats. So, yeah, and we can do a few other little tests that I'll show you on how to test different parts of the heads in the next video. So, yeah, stick around. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you liked the video, put a thumbs up. If you didn't, put a thumb down. Tell me what you think I could do better, because there's always room for improvement. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you in the next one.